All right, Shalom. Before we get started, as always, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone. Those are the men that taught us 100% truth according to the measure of the Holy Spirit. And peace, blessings, and safety to the Lord's elect scattered throughout the four corners of the planet Earth, pushing His word in humility and sincerity, as commanded by Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And the title of this lesson, as you can see, is Esau Edom. All right, is a micro manager. All right, and the inspiration from this lesson pretty much came from something that the brother Amar said when we was at camp about Esau being a micromanager, or he he likes to micromanage you. You know, because we was talking about how, you know, pretty much you be catching hell at the work spot because your manager, he on your ass, you know, like a damn hawk, you know, watching you every second of the day. You know, you don't have no opportunity to sit down. If you sit down, you know, he's gonna get on you. And he brought up the term micromanage, and I was meditating on that term all week because it reminded me of the tiny technology that's going to go in people's hand. And pretty much that tiny technology, which is also known as a micro, C to the H to the I to the P, that is a form of micromanagement, you know. And you see the term micromanagement on the screen. It says control every part, however small, of an enterprise or activity. So that's his goal. You know, that immediately that screams Esau Edom, man. And this NWO, he wants to control every part, however small or great, of an enterprise or activity. You know, and so I guess we could start off with Revelation 13:16 though, just because it says, however small, control every part, however small, of an enterprise or activity. So I'll get that. Unless the brother already was there. This is on
Revelation
13 and 16.
I got it for you, bro.
Con.
All right, this is the book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
Con. And that mark is going to be a micro mark. Okay, because it said he calls it all, both small, control every part, however small, of an enterprise or activity. So he's gonna cause both small and great, meaning the regular, the homeless, all the way up to the super rich, super wealthy. Those are the ones that he wants to receive that charagma in the right hand or in their forehead. You keep reading.
Verse 17. Well, it said almost verse 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
Con, because that micro technology is going to be a form of currency. It's going to be the new global form of currency, so that he can micromanage the whole world, so that there will be no more middlemen. There will be no more anonymous transactions. There's not going to be any more, you know, a homeless person. You give a homeless person a couple of dollars. You know, that all that's going to be done away with. You see, and Esau, he pretty much wants to have total control. He wants to be a god. See, micromanagement, when I look at the word, it reminds me of being a god. It says control every part, you know, no matter small or great, which reminds me of 2 Thessalonians.
I got it right here, bro.
Oh, con.
This is 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4. Hey, and if you don't mind, brother, can you go to Galatians 6 and 17 and click on and go to the etymology of that word mark in that chapter? All right, this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4. It says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
Con, and that's what it is, man. This man wants to be the Most High. It says that in Isaiah 14, I will be like the Most High. You know, that's his whole mindset. That's what he wants to accomplish with his NWO. But we know that his hand shall not perform his enterprise. He's gonna be disappointed. You know,
right.
Which word did you want?
6 and 17, go to that the etymology, or go to the word mark. Go to the blue letter of the word mark.
Oh, 17. So like I'm at 7. All right, Galatians 6, verse 17. This is the word mark in the Greek.
Strong's G 4742. Stigma. Stigma.
It's stigma. And he says, a mark pricked in or branded upon the body. To ancient Oriental usage, slaves and soldiers bore the name or the stamp of their master or commander, branded or pricked, cut into the skin. That's like it, cut into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belong to. Yeah, Khan. And that's, I mean, that was the ancient way of doing it. And what we have with this micro C to the H to the I to the P, this is the modern way of Esau doing it, you know, and this is a more, this is a greater defilement than the way that they used to do it, you know, because ultimately they want to defile the elect of Israel. They want to deceive and defile the elect of the nation of Israel. It goes on to say, you want to say something?
No, go ahead, brother.
Okay. It goes on to say, cut into their bodies to indicate what master or general they belong to. And there were even some devotees who stamped themselves in this way with the token of their gods. Yeah, because Esau is he wants to be a god, you know. Let me go down a little more. It says, a mark incised or punched. Insist or punched, which I mean, if I'm not mistaken, the word insist means incision.
Yeah, that's right, bro.
And it says for recognition of ownership, right? And that goes back even to the law. I think it's Deuteronomy 16 and 15 about the awl that you would thrust through the ear as a badge, a servitude forever or ownership forever to one's master. You know, it says a scar of service.
Hey, Shalakia, brother. You use that word insist.
Yeah.
Insist. Can you bring that back again, brother?
Yeah, kind of. It says this right here. It says for stigma, the Strong's definition. It says to stick, i.e., prick, a mark, insist.
Insist. When you go into that word insist, right? It says demand something forcefully, not accepting refusal.
Ooh, Khan. He calls of all, you know, both small and great, man. And the all, the form of how he calls of is from his system. See, the system is not going to give you another option, you know, of a way of life. You know what I'm saying? The system is going to pretty much force you to have to use this currency.
And not only that, another way how he calls it is by setting up these different these false narratives, man. Like, you know, the whole, you know, setting up that whole Russia-Ukraine situation, you know, bringing the famine. Okay.
Right.
Okay, he's gonna cause you to have to rely or he's gonna have, that's gonna be at the end of the road, man. Okay, you know that tiny technology. Okay, so everything that's happening, or everything that this devil is doing, is gonna lead up to that happen to be the option, you know. But I got a precept real quick, brother. This is 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we're not ignorant of his devices. Okay, and that Satan is not talking about the spiritual demon Satan, is actually talking about his physical counterpart, Esau. Okay, we're not ignorant, which means we're not in the darkness of his evil purposes. Okay, because when you go into device, it goes back to evil purposes, man. His whole purpose is to do what? Enforce the MOTB. Okay, and that's why the scriptures say, if he doeth any good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness. The MOTB is about to be declared, man. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, if I could add to that. Yeah, because I did a lesson on that. Because what he's trying to do is he's trying to enter into the temple of the Most High. Because the brothers read 2 Thessalonians, you know what I'm saying? In the temple, the Lord told us that ye are the temple of the Most High. He said you are the temple. Right. You know, and he's trying to enter that to ultimately be God, man, and you know, in his whole totality, man. You know, so like y'all.
Con. And that reminded me of Psalm 64. I'm going to just read through it real quick to verse 6. It says, to the chief musician, a psalm of David, hear my voice, O power, and my prayer, preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Hide me.
Right, because the Lord said that, don't you know the kingdom of heaven is within you? You know what I'm saying? The people make up the kingdom of heaven, man. And he's trying to enter in. He's trying to, you know, sneak his way into that blessing, man, that immortality. You know, so the Lord, the brother read, hey, preserve me from the hand of the enemy, man, because what he's trying to do is going to take a lot of he's going to try to permanently keep us from power, man. All right, so we got to, you know, you got to.
It says, verse 2, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. And that insurrection is going to come when this man comes down on the mainly the prophets, you know, but on the whole nation of Israel as a whole, he's going to come down with great wrath because he knows that he had but a short time, you know, and that's why he's doing all the things that he's doing, you know, by trying to move his agenda forward. It says, right, who wet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. And they're going to use their legislation. They're going to use their laws. That's them wetting their tongue like a sword. They're going to use their laws, their legislations, their policies to pretty much the end result of those laws and policies is going to be to pierce the skin, man. It's going to be like a sword or an arrow. And those are the bitter words that's going to be shot at the elect of the nation of Israel, but it won't prevail. It says that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see?
Hey, Salakia, because it said they should make shoot in secret at the perfect. The perfect is the elect. See, because they already know they got 2/3 in the bag, man. Mm-hmm. The perfect. That's right, brother. 2 Corinthians 11, it said like chaste virgins, right? It mentions chaste virgin. They're trying to, you know, get the virgins of the Most High, you know, which are the elect, man. You know, that's what right, it's about.
It says, and they, Psalm 64, verse 5, they encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? Because like we said, you know, the majority of the world is in that deep sleep, and they don't understand what all of this is leading to. They don't understand that this is leading to pretty much Esau trying to mount himself up as the Most High, as a God, somebody who has total control over every aspect of your life, over how much your heart rate, you know, because with this thing, they can track your heart rate, they can tap into your thoughts, they can they can pretty much know everything.
Yeah, it's like a GPS mod. Like, you know, right now it's like when they put ankle bracelets on you, or if somebody got a warrant, Esau wouldn't need to, you know, send out bounty hunters and things like that. You know, that tiny technology would give up your location. Okay, it can control your emotions. Okay, your thoughts. Okay, like and also he could deduct money from you whenever he want. Mm-hmm. And it was even going deeper into how, if they was going to set like a world based diet to where if you was eating certain things that's unhealthy, that he would basically charge you for that.
Yep. Amar was saying that camp, he was like, it'll get to the point where he'll say, oh, well, according to science, you only need, you know, such and such pints of water per day, so that's all we're gonna give you, you know what I'm saying? And you only need 6 hours and 30 minutes of sleep per day, you know, to function. So that's all we're going to allow you to do, you know, because he literally wants to micromanage every aspect of your life.
This devil wants to charge you for breathing, man.
Yep. Exactly.
You got to charge us for water. You know.
And I got a quick precept, brother. This is Isaiah chapter 32, verse 7. It says the instruments also of the churl are evil. Now, when I went into this word churl, Shalakia, brothers, it says an impolite and mean-spirited person. Who's that impolite, mean-spirited person? That's talking about Esau Edom. All right. It says the instruments also of the churl are evil. He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor. So ultimately, this is all aimed at Jake, man. Okay, this is all aimed at Jake because this devil, he knows that the nation of Israel belonged to the heavenly fathers, man. Okay, he's trying to steal and take over what is precious to the Most High. Because when you go into the book of Ezekiel, he said that, roughly paraphrasing, if you don't mind me grabbing that real quick, I believe it's the 35th chapter. It going to how I think it's 12. It says Ezekiel 35:12, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, and that I have heard all the blasphemies which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying they are laid desolate, they are given us to consume. So this devil believed that the Heavenly Father gave us over to him to consume. And like the brother mentioned, he already got 2/3 of the nation of Israel. Okay, he wants to elect, which that is he's doing all this in vain, man.
Yep.
Okay.
Because that's impossible. And just to show that it was staged to him trying to become a god, that's why he invented things like social media, you know what I'm saying, to pretty much monitor people's thoughts, what people like, what people dislike, how they react to certain situations, you know, in a space where they feel is private and they have that opportunity to share their thoughts, you know what I'm saying? But he wants to go deeper than that. He wants to put something inside of you where he can monitor it more closely.
Hey, and that you mentioned that social media, it's like that's making him a god on a low level, because everybody put everything, their business and everything, they everywhere they move, they go out to eat, they go in here, they taking pictures, uploading it to social media. So nowadays, a person doesn't have to tell on no one, because on social media tells it all. You know how many indictments and people he done threw in jail behind just social media alone. So, you know, that's him being the god on a low level. So now he wants to upgrade that into the, you know, MOTB.
I got
Go ahead.
Sirach 34:21. The bread of the needy is their life, and he that defraudeth him thereof is a man of blood. And that's talking about Esau. So when you go into that word defraud, it says, it's the Etam online, it says deprive of right by deception or breach of trust or withholding. So this was what he's trying to do, because it said he deceived those by those miracles. You see, he's gonna and it says withholding, because he's gonna when he implement this system, when he's trying to implement it at his max, it's gonna withhold a lot of people from continuing how they used to live, because the brothers was going into that. Because if you like in China, they got the social score, right? So if your score is not high enough, you can't even walk into certain buildings and so forth. It's gonna be the same thing here. You know, if you don't meet the requirements of society, right, they can shut you down, man, just like a robot. Okay, machine, man. You know, and that's what he's doing, man.
And that speaking of the social media, the main guy that's pushing the micro technology, he just bought one of the social media sites, and people were saying, you know, it's not a big deal. Some people is, you know, talking about it, but really, what they're going into is they're trying to, like I said, tap into those thoughts, tap into the locations of everybody and all of that, because once he put that thing in your head or your forehead, it's gonna link to your social media sites. It's gonna link you to your as Apostle Star said, he wants to connect you to the internet of all things, you know. And of course, he bought it for $44 billion. You know, as a matter of fact, you have something called the fourth industrial. I'm gonna type that in. The fourth industrial revolution. On tab. Fourth. Salakia. You're kind of running slow. All right. It says the fourth industrial revolution. It said is a way of describing the blurring of boundaries, right? You said there was a breach, or the word defraud means to pretty much go beyond the boundaries. It says describing the blurring of boundaries between the physical, digital, come on, man, god damn it, between the physical, digital, and biological worlds. So pretty much Esau wants to, the fourth industrial revolution is him combining the physical, digital, and biological worlds. And what is going to be the technology to do that? The micro technology, man.
That's right.
Salakia. And so all of this, why? You know, why all of this? So that he could become a god. I'm gonna get Ezekiel 28 real quick.
Yeah, that's why he has things like the Census Bureau and things of such. Okay, because he's trying to keep track of all his sheep or his cattle, right? So that, you know what I'm saying, and you can't have runaway cattle, man. Okay, because you lose profit, because it's all about profit with Esau.
Yeah, that's in the scriptures.
Exactly. So that's all he did. The whole one big ass plantation, man.
It show you like he be mad, you know, they be talking about all these immigrants, these unaccounted for immigrants in our land, you know what I'm saying? Show you that he want to know, you know what I'm saying, how many people is where, you know? It's Ezekiel 28 and verse 2. Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because thine heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am a God, I sit in the seat of God, in the midst of the seas, yet thou art a man and not God, though thou set thine heart as the heart of God. You see? So he said he spiritually is the prince of Tyrus, and he really is under the impression that he's a God, because he's setting his heart, meaning his mind, as the mind of God. He has the mindset of somebody who is trying to be a God.
God complex.
The God complex. And it says, verse 3, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. Because he likes to micromanage. He likes to know, he likes to control every aspect, no matter how small or great. You know?
I got something too, bro.
Go ahead.
No, you can finish, bro. I'll get it.
I'm just gonna go down to verse 17. It says, thine heart was lifted up because of thy beauty, meaning because of your power and the blessing that you had. You know, you was allowed to fulfill your blessing, but your heart was lifted up because of it. It says, thou hast corrupted thy wisdom by reason of thy brightness. You see, so you had wisdom, but you corrupted it. Because you are the wicked. You feel me? So the Lord, if he give a righteous man wisdom, he gonna do righteousness with it. But if he give a wicked man wisdom, he gonna corrupt that wisdom. It says, I will cast thee down to the ground. Salakia. I will cast thee to the ground. I will lay thee before kings that they may behold thee. And that's what's coming, man. Because you about to be disappointed. Right. Got it.
All right, this is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 3. It says, the pride of thy heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? So basically, Esau, he's running off that pride juice, man. Okay, he has the children of Israel in captivity. Okay, he's close to fulfilling his whole agenda, which, like the brother said earlier, the Lord is going to interrupt that. Okay, so this devil, he's just running off of pride juice, man. He thinking this devil, he's full of so much pride that he thinks he's going to chip the masses of the people. Okay, and when all this war starts and things like that, he's going to go up in his bunkers and come right back out and live life with his technology. And also with that MOTB, he can unleash poison in the body. Okay, because you gotta understand that this devil, when you go back to the Georgia Godstones, he wants to depopulate the planet Earth to 500 million people.
I was watching this movie. I can't remember what it's called, but I was watching this movie. It was about the New World Order. What you say? I think he froze, Kadash. But I was watching this movie. It was about the New World Order or whatever. And the dude, they had the tiny technology in the movie, and they was like, "Yo, don't take it, because if you take it, they can turn up the frequency, and you won't be able to fall asleep." You see, so hey, he got some shit he can do with that technology, man. You know that's gonna bug you out. Oh, the scriptures speak about the grievous sore.
That's right.
You want to keep going to Obadiah?
Yeah, I got one more scripture. Obadiah 1 and 4, it says, though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, which an eagle is the highest flying bird, okay, which also the eagle is a vulture, and it says though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and thou though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Okay, so the Lord is about to bring this devil down, man. Okay, this devil think he's gonna fly high forever, man. Okay, devil got another thing coming.
Right, you might have to reconnect because you breaking up bad. You might have to reconnect or just hey Kadash, just call my phone. Just mute your screen and call my phone. I'll put you on speaker. All right. This is Job chapter 5, verse 12, real quick. It says he disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Yes, right. So that's what the Lord's about to do. And Brother Thamyaya always bring out this word disappoint. It says parar, and it says to break, to frustrate, to break, violate. And pretty much we're part of that frustration, you know, us preaching this word. And that's why he's going to have to come down on us with great wrath to try to stop this word and bring that famine of the word. Because, you know, what we're doing is frustrating this man, you know. And it says to make ineffectual. So your plan is not going to have any effect. It's not going to be able to take effect. It's not going to pretty much you're not going to be able to electronically tag the entire planet.
And listen to this, so the Google definition of the word disappoint, it says fail to fulfill the hopes or expectations. It says prevent hopes or expectations from being realized.
Meaning reality.
That's right, brother.
You want this lady had a can you hear me, Quan? This lady had a dream and she got mad because I reposted it on my channel, so they had striked my channel, but the dream was powerful because she was like in the dream it was a tower and these Edomites were in the tower and it was controlling everything, and then she said the dude was running on the street yelling in the air, we gotta find the Christians, right? And he was pointing to his hand. He helped me get it. He was trying to get the CHIP out of his head. And he was screaming, we gotta find the Christians. And then as soon as he ran past the car, the niggas saw him up top and they blew him up. You know what I'm saying? So like they gonna have full control, man. It's the point. My brother mentioned the grievous sword, you know, which causes a cancer, an ulcer, you know.
Oh, is one in Lamentations. It talks about, let me get that real quick. I think it's in Lamentations 4. It said that they hunt our steps, you know. So this man, he want to be able to track your steps, your every move. Lamentations 4, and then we could just get a few more.
I got a closing one too, brother.
Lamentations 4 and verse. 18. It says, Lamentation 4, verse 18. They hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of heaven. They pursued us upon the mountains. They laid wait for us in the wilderness. And that's, man, that's how it's going to be, because I believe it's in Ezekiel 7. It said that, you know, those that go into the field going to perish of the sword. Those that remain in the city shall perish of the famine. You know, so it's pretty much going to be nowhere for you to go, because even after you take that tiny technology, you're going to be had in derision, and the Lord's going to destroy you one way or another, man. You're not going to just comply with E and then you live a good ass life. That's not how it's going to work, but that's how he's going to present it to you, though.
Right. That's how he's going to present it to you.
I got a preset.
Go ahead.
Hey, no, I got one. Let me get this one real quick, brother. It goes with what the brother just said. It's Sirach chapter 13, verse 6. It says, if he have need of thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee and put thee in hope. And he will speak thee fair and say, what one is thou? So that was basically going into what the brother was saying, how Esau is going to present that MOTB to you people, man. Okay, he's going to speak fair. He's gonna say, what is it that you need? What is it that you want? But in his mind, you know, hey, the scriptures say his words are smoother than butter, but war's in his heart.
Like this article, it says downloading the human brain to a computer. Mr. Musk Neuralink. So he wants to download your brain to a computer, and he makes it sound so good, you know. He makes it sound so innovational, you know.
He got a show called Upgrade.
Black Mirror.
Yeah. Like, hey, what do you mean upgrade? He's not satisfied with the Most High's creation. He's saying it's what is it? Error in the Most High's creation.
I'm gonna just read an excerpt right here real quick because it says brain-machine interface are not completely new. They have the potential to help millions of people. You see, he acting like he gonna help millions of people. It says, but war is really in his heart. It says, as stated in the Neuralink published paper, brain-machine interface or BMIs hold promise for the restoration of sensory and motor function, the treatment of neurological disorders. And that's those false miracles, man, to restore the senses and to restore motor functions, meaning the paralyzed will walk, you know, those that deaf will hear, you know. And it says and treat neurological disorders. So if you're a retard, he can make you sharp, you know. This man gotta go, man.
Hey, look, when you look up this word transhumanism, it says the belief or theory that the human race can evolve beyond its current physical and mental limitations, especially by the means of science and technology.
Man, see, and the scripture speak about that in the word. So like, go ahead.
No, I was about to say, Esau, you couldn't even make yourself righteous with this technology.
God, because the scripture speak about that miracle, the miracles, and when you go to that word miracle, it means transcending the common course in nature, meaning go beyond. Oh, he got another social media site called Meta. The word Meta means beyond. He wants to go beyond the Heavenly Father's creation. He actually thinks that he could do it, man. But like the Lord said, thou art a man and not power, man. What is wrong with you?
Hey, listen to this, This Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Oh, God.
So the Lord has a boundary, which this devil, he's not going to get a pinky toe over it. Here it is. This devil wants his birthright back, right? And he has set up all these different things in the world today to consume the nation of Israel when the Lord gave this devil a task. He says, if you destroy the ordinances, or if you search out the water beneath, then I will forsake Israel for all they have done. This devil still hasn't searched or reached the bottom of the water yet. Okay? This devil still hasn't destroyed the ordinances in the sky, man. Okay? This devil tried to nuke the moon. Okay, so that goes to show you that he has boundaries that he cannot step over, man.
And what's crazy, Salaki, I got you, Kadash. But what's crazy is the nation of Israel, we gonna go beyond them boundaries, man. You know what I'm saying? See, that's why he mad. He mad because we gonna be able to go beyond them boundaries and be gods. And there's a certain boundary of mankind that he not gonna be able to pass.
Ultimately, Aki's trying to escape slavery, man.
Right,
Exactly. And you mentioned that word meta. I forgot the scripture I always go into in Revelations, but when you go into the Strongs, which is like 4291, it goes into to reach a change. You know,
I think it's forehead. If we go, let me pull up the blue letter.
Yeah, it's one of them. Yup. It's one of them that goes. Yeah, I think it is.
It's forehead. The word is metapon.
And it goes into reach, came, arrive, beyond all that,
Is that Revelations 22:4?
I was gonna go to 14:9. The word forehead.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Let me see. The word forehead. Yeah, metapon. It says
Strong's G 3359. Metapon.
You said go to the what? The Strong's? Because it don't really say much.
Go to the should pop up. It should say meta when you go to the root.
Okay, the root word. Con, I do say meta con.
Strong's G 3326. Meta.
Con. It says with, after, beyond. Con. And that's why you know, they call the Facebook now it's Meta or whatever, you know, because he wants to, and they got something called the metaverse, you know, which is pretty much like another realm beyond this realm. You know what I'm saying? You could live in another realm. You could have a fake life with a fake house, you know, and I mean it's the shit bugged out, man. But this is how he wants you to live. You know, he want to live like that because he bugged out, man. Here it is, the Most High created this beautiful planet Earth. You know what I'm saying? You got rivers, you got valleys, you got mountains, you got sunsets, skylines, and you know what I'm saying? Right, beautiful scenery. And this motherfucker want to live in the computer, man. So he want to be the Sims and shit. Like, bro.
That's beautiful, man.
But yeah, so this word meta, this is the root word for forehead. It's meta, you know. So it shows you that the heart, the inward thought and the heart of this man is deep. When he comes up with the names for his, you know, websites and, you know, everything, man. He thinks about everything.
We went into that word forehead before, remember? And they went into like something like that goes behind the ear or something like that. Like, so it's gonna be like, because remember they got this stuff where they go behind the ear for the miracles too, like behind the head. That word forehead goes into like at the forehead or behind the ear.
Yeah, it was an episode of Black Mirror. I forget which episode, but there was one episode where they had the tiny technology and they put it right behind your ear, and it would allow you to download your memories to your brain, so that, like, let's say, like, for example, in the episode, the dude, he was at work and his boss it was a meeting at work and he couldn't remember everything that was said in the meeting, so he just clicked on his little ear and rewind it. And it linked up with his contacts. He put some contacts in, and the contacts displayed a vision of what was happening previously in the day.
This devil wants immortality, man. That's when you go into beyond. That's basically like life after death. You know, immortality. He wants that, man. All right, and he wants everything that the nation of Israel is about to receive. But he's going about it on the left hand side.
Exactly, and that's why man, it's a show like I mentioned earlier called that Upgrade, man. Brothers gotta check that out because that's exactly what they was doing. Wait, is it Upgrade? Yeah, it's Upgrade, bro. That's exactly what they was doing in that movie or that show. I believe it's called Upgrade. But the point is that they had it where they like you said, their contacts was it was their eyes though, because they had it. It was when they was born as a child, they got it implanted in them. So as they grew, the technology grew with them, and it was recording their whole life. You know what I'm saying? And they can actually go back into it. They can watch social media through their eyes. You know what I'm saying? Then people started bugging out though because that's all they would do. You see a nigga staring off into space, it's because he's actually on social media in his eyes. He would think he's staring off into space and shit. But that's what he's trying to do, man.
Yeah, so he got a whole lot of plans, and what's funny is that none of them is gonna fall through, man. You know, none of them is gonna fall through. We could get some closing precepts.
Because I got 5%, bro. So
we about to close.
I got a closing precept too, with brother on.
Yeah, I got one too.
Go ahead, y'all got it.
Go ahead. Oh, you want me to get mine first, or how you want to do it?
Go ahead.
All right. I got just two real quick. This is Psalms 50 and 16. But unto the wicked, the Most High said, "What hast thou to do to clear my statutes, or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth?" See, Esau's agenda is backed by the scriptures. At the end of the day, you know, he had to use the scriptures to come up with his plans. He used the scriptures to keep us in poverty. You know, he learned us from the scriptures. You see what I'm saying? So he took the covenant of the Lord in his mouth to try to establish his plan, but the covenant of the Lord and the ways of the Lord is actually against his ways, which is actually going to bring his downfall. And that's why it says in 21, these things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such as one as thyself. But I will reprove thee and set them in order before my eyes. You see? So that comes, that God complex. The Lord, turning away right now for the sake of prophecy so that your iniquity could build up. So you thought the Lord was with you. And the brother brought out Obadiah. He mentioned the eagle. Eagle, nothing preys on the eagle, man. All right? Everything, the eagle preys on everything, but nothing is above an eagle, man. And then you got one more. You got Job 7. Job 7:1. Is there not an appointed time to man upon earth? Are not his days also like the days of an Ireland? Yeah, man. So he got his appointed time that he cannot pass, man. All right, and he's not going to be able to go beyond, the conscience, because your conscience, your mind is connected to your soul and spirit, man. If you get your mind, you can get your soul and spirit. You got it, right?
That's why you want to tap into the brain, because it's connected to your soul.
That's right.
You got it, man.
All right. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 24. It says, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. All right. So basically, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he got Esau in the trick bag. Right now, Esau's agenda, it's prospering. Okay. And that's only because this devil's, he's bringing this economy down. Okay. But once he tries to lift it back up, okay, that's when the Lord is going to cut him off. Okay. The Lord is setting this devil up. You can see all these other nations, they starting to take a look at this devil, man. So ultimately, at the end of all of this, man, Esau's going to get caught on the trap, man.
Come. I got a perfect precept just to back up your thought. This is Job, and then we close Job chapter 20 and verse 20. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meats be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating.
That's right, brother.
Hey, Con. So hey, that's it, man. But going into it, man, Esau, he's a micromanager because the Most High made him that way, ultimately to bring in his own downfall. It said that he shall be taken in the snares which he have laid. Because
even his blessing is the sword, and that's how he's going to go down. His blessing is a curse.
Yeah, because Yahushua said, all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword, man.
That's right.
And what's funny is that we gonna micromanage your ass in the kingdom, man.
That's right, brother. 1,000 years, right? And after that 1,000 years, you're gonna be exterminated.
Exactly.
It's not going to be the nation of Edom no more. Your spirit is going to mingle within those other nations, man. But it's not going to mingle within the Israelites.
Right. Yeah, so we ain't gonna have to see no more leprous motherfuckers out here anymore, man. But hey, Lord, when this is edifying to a member of the Lord's elect, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, and double honor to Apostle. It was a great millstone who taught us this truth. And peace, bless, safety to the Lord's elect. Kwame Yashala, Shalom, Bob Ball.